hello from our hotel finally in Venice. Now this is the beginning of a photography workshop trip that was planned with Brendan Vanson, where we're going to do some stuff here in Venice and then we're going to head into the Dolomite Mountains. But we decided to get here 3 days early to do our own exploring and have some time here in Venice. Now, I do have to be upfront with you. We are dog tired. We had the red-eye flight and there was a young child that was not happy to be on the plane. So tonight our plan is just to walk around town, get a bite to eat, and check some things out.
That's it.
And try to get a better game plan maybe for how to hit sunrise and what we're going to do tomorrow. So for now, a bite to eat, and then we'll probably pick back up with you in the morning. Well, after a very cliche pizza and gelato dinner, we decided to go ahead and scout for what would become our first sunrise location as we walked around town. St. Mark's Square seemed like as good a place as any to start our first full day. Once the light was fully up and we were tired of taking photos, next we decided let's head off to Murano and Burano for some island hopping. Now, I'm not sure if it's because Alana and I arrived ahead of the glass shops being open, or if we were just super excited to get over to Burano and those colorful homes, but we just weren't really feeling Burano, so after about an hour or so and just 1 or 2 glass shops, we were back on the Vaporetto and headed over to Burano. Well, once in Burano, both Alana and I hit our full tourist stride. I was snapping pictures aplenty, and we were stopping at darn near every little shop. After spending the majority of the day in Burano, we decided to head back over to Venice and spend the last bit of light scouting for what would become our sunrise the following morning. For our second full day, we decided to do our absolute best to cover all 6 districts of Venice. We'd absolutely lay on tremendous foot miles, so no tripod on this day. Everything was handheld and run and gun, and what was truly an amazing day.
While out and about, Alana and I happened upon a street painter. We were quite literally stopped by his work, and after going through many, many pieces, we ended up buying two, so we look forward to getting those put on our walls here at home. Alana had read at some point that one of the narrowest roads or pathways went down to a mere 21 inches. I'm pretty sure she was on a mission to try to find it because we were definitely in some narrow paths. Now, I don't believe you can call a trip to Venice complete without a gondola ride, so that's exactly what we decided to do to wrap up the majority of our evening. We were up and at 'em early again to head back to a location that we had found on the previous day's explorations for what would hopefully be a wonderful pano and sunrise.
Well, there you go. You have now heard and seen it all, or at least the solo portion of our time here in Venice. One of the things that brought us to Venice was we signed up for a photography workshop with Brendan Vanson and a group of people that actually picks up here in Venice later this afternoon, and then we'll head into the Dolomite Mountains. We decided to add some time to that. So we have had roughly 3 days here to ourselves to sort of explore and really get a better feel for the town and the people. I'm really glad we did that.
Yes.
It's been very fun. It does mean, however, that we have to leave this wonderful hotel that we have been in now for the 3 days, 3 nights that we got to stay here. I apologize. I'm sure there's a little bit of reverb in the sound, but we've got like 16-foot walls and some
beautiful fresco.
Yeah,
on the
that's
ceiling.
what it is. Painting on the ceiling. It's really quite gorgeous. So yeah, it's been great.
Yeah.
Highlight.
Yes.
Yeah, I know. Just
I can't pick one.
walk. Honestly, there's so much to see and so much really to experience, both in food and dining, the people, and just walking around in what is a very unique city and environment. It's really been a lovely time. Did you have anything, a favorite day, point, or anything?
No, I think for me it's just all of the different, what we call alleys, but roads, that look like they shouldn't go anywhere, but they really do. Yeah, it's fun. You feel like, as an Ohioan, you feel like you're walking in places that you shouldn't, and it's like a road. Yeah.
Like I feel like I'm in someone's yard, or I'm in a place that I shouldn't be, and that takes a little bit to get used to, to get comfortable walking around and sort of exploring. Yes. biggest downer or any weakness, anything? What was the thing that bothered you the most?
Smoking. I didn't imagine how many people actually smoked
Yeah, it's
here.
things you don't know, that don't make news. There is a lot of smoking. We're pretty anti-smokers, and there is a lot of breathing in smoke. As everyone local seems to smoke a lot.
Yes.
Yeah, it's pretty present everywhere. For me, it was the lack of restrooms.
Oh, yeah, that too.
We're actually pushing dehydration now. I know that's sort of common, especially in European cities, but really any major city, it can become difficult to find public restrooms. But it's especially now here in COVID, it's really challenging.
Yes.
Even some of the public toilets where you would pay to use,
yeah,
they're closed for COVID because they can't clean them regularly.
They tell you if you go to visit the outside islands, Murano, Burano, those areas, they tell you, don't worry about it. There's a toilet on the Vaporetto, and they're closed for maintenance.
Yeah, so even on the day where we were island hopping,
Yes.
so to speak, to Murano and Burano, that ended up being a problem. So we are to counteract that. We just didn't drink as much,
right?
And then I think that's part of our fatigue, part of the fatigue that set in every day. So plan on honestly just visiting stores and restaurants that have toilets available, but then you will need to purchase something or become a customer there to be able to have access to that.
Yep.
So that's probably the biggest thing. As far as the normal morning starts, they weren't quite as beneficial here as they have been at many of the national parks and places that we've started at before when we get up early. You still have, it's still much more your own. It's not quite as crowd heavy, but there are people present. You will still be waiting to get photos. There's not the empty streets and things that you expect. People are out. Just about all night long. Not in the same volumes because you will be packed here, and we are here in a time. It is not busy. Everything's limited at capacity, and they're saying that it's not even that. So I can't imagine during.
And we're off season.
But don't take that as a negative. It's just part of the experience, honestly. And this is a really, really neat experience that we've had so far. So anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed this little bit of an odd video. We will be picking right back up this afternoon with BVS, but for you, that will be next week. So we will see you then. If you haven't clicked the subscribe button, please do it. That's it. Bye-bye.
Bye.